one else is around to hear me cursing in my sleep, so it's all good. Yeah, we should have a good couple of series to come up today. We're going to start off with aSh versus ReV. Now, this is a weird series because there's a couple of walkovers again. I don't know who won the walkovers, so I'm not going to put those in. I'll record those later, but basically we're going to have the 3 games for this set, or possibly 3 games. It's going to be a best of 3, basically. And apparently your volume is a little bit low, so I can try and
My
turn you up.
volume's a little bit low?
Yeah, maybe you are. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I mean, you could maybe try turning me up on your end, but I can also like check my own
Yeah, whoops.
volume.
I just invited you to a server, but I turned you up. I invited you to a server
Okay.
you're already on, so that was clever. But yeah, I turned you up to 150%, so that should maybe even out a little bit.
Okay, I hope so. I mean, it sounds good to me, so hopefully that makes it easier for everybody else.
Yeah, and hopefully our first replay isn't going to lag today, because I know that happened yesterday, but we're just getting that ready now, so I can finish setting up the overlay. But just to move on over quickly, we can introduce the teams and introduce our first series we're going to see. I'm just going to make sure I pause this so it doesn't go on forever. There we go. Okay, so let's move on over to the overlay and have a look at what teams we're going to be having here now. As I say that, I quickly realise I'm doing the colours, so I can't do that. But we're going to move on in just a second. Here we go. Moving on over now. Let's have a look at who's going to be playing, and let's get started with today's STPL. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, we're going to have aSh versus Clan Revolution. Now, aSh not had the best of luck so far. We did see them play yesterday. They did take it to the ace match, although it was a couple of walkovers, one for each team, against Team 9 or 9th team. So they're currently 0 for 6, but they've got a lot of heart, and they're back again here today, and they're going to be facing off against one of the other teams we saw yesterday, which is going to be Clan Revolution. Now Clan Revolution did a little bit better in round 1. They're currently 0 for 2, but they've played against 2 of the best teams in their group, going by previous statistics. So it'll be interesting to see how they can do here against aSh. Who is going to get their first win on the table, and who is going to be waiting? Let's actually quickly have a look at the maps we're going to be seeing today. If you just want to quickly go through that rapid, and I'll quickly finish the colours.
I do, Kex. I'm so happy that you asked me to. They haven't popped up on my screen just yet, but I'm assuming the order is the same as yesterday. No, it's not actually, so I'm glad that I waited until you put them up there. First game is Neo Electric Circuit, then Neo Aztec, then Return of the King, Flight Dreamlighter, and Troy. And I'm a little bit happy because this includes Neo Aztec, a map that I'm sure many more people will be playing on now that we've swapped our ladder map pool.
Yep, and Neo Electric Circuit officially, I know I say this a lot, but it is officially my favourite map in the game, so let's
Why?
not... I'll explain it when we're in the game.
Okay.
Probably easier. Okay, so let's move on to introduce our first players of today. Okay, so starting us off for aSh, we're going to have the newest member, well, one of the newest members. I added a few recently, but he is Herby. Now, he's appeared in the stream chat a good number of weeks before now, so he is invested in the STPL from what I can see. He actually donated a little bit to my stream as well, so huge thanks to him. But this is going to be his debut match for aSh and the debut match in the STPL as well. And he is going to be up against Non. Now, Non did play in round 1. He only played 2 games, but those 2 games he did win 1, lose 1, and neither were against Protoss. So we're going to get to see his TVP here as we move on to our first map of today, which is going to be Neo Electric Circuit.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear why that's your favorite map, but also always excited to see more of aSh. I think aSh kind of impressed me last season, but ReV have the greatest logo in the game, so it's obviously going to be very close.
Yep, and just to quickly
Second
give it...
greatest logo. I was informed. Of course, Red have the greatest logo, but we'll get to
that,
that later.
Yeah, that is something we'll see on another day, but just a quick overview of the map. 4-player map, in-base natural or in-base thirds, which are mineral only. There are stacked side disruptors blocking those off, so that may come into play in the TVP. And there's bases in the in a cross position, so top, bottom, left, and right. So let's head on over to the game, and let's see how these two players are going to play this out on Neo Electric Circuit. Game 1, herby versus Non. Let's get going. And Brood War should appear in a second, and there we go. But I just need to quickly change my sound options. Get me out of here. This is so loud.
I'm glad it has worked well for us this time. I think we had some issues with well, some laggerino last time, but I think everything is working. Just to make sure, I'll go ahead and set it to extra high latency.
Yep, that's a probably good idea. I was worried all my settings would reset, but it looks like they haven't. Either way, so starting us off in the top right-hand position, we do have the green Protoss fighting for aSh. It's going to be Herby.
It is, and his opponent in the bottom right-hand corner in the orange is going to be Non.
I don't know why I had him as Terran, but he is 100% a Protoss player. Maybe, wait, no. Would he have subbed in for someone? Maybe he did. He did. That's why he's Protoss. He subbed in. Okay, so it's going to be a PvP, which is going to be interesting to start us off here. And yet another mirror.
Wait, so is he normally a Terran player that has to play Protoss because he's subbing in for a Protoss player?
Yes, that is how it works, and welcome to Back on News viewers who have joined from his stream. Thank you for the host, man. But basically, the way subbing works in the STPL is you have to sub in with a race of, well, with the same race, unless the other team agrees that you can do a different race. But it's just to mean that if someone practices all week for their matchup of, like, say, PvZ, and someone subs in as Terran, it's not really fair. So there's a little bit of leniency, though. The teams do have the ability to change that up if they do want to.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. I mean, it kind of sucks, but, you know, Protoss and Terran are kind of the same race, right?
I mean, they're pretty similar.
Really. No, not really.
The only difference is one has zealots, one doesn't, so...
I was going to say the same thing about siege tanks, but, you know, same, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, right?
Yeah. Just to quickly go through why this is my favorite map, you know what, it's really hard to explain, but I just really like the layout of this map. Like, there's a lot of different paths you can take around the map. There's like a big open center, which you can kind of see on the stream, with some big bridges, but you can also go around the edge. You've obviously got the in-base mineral only, which means you can play very greedy early on. You can also opt to take that first in certain matchups as well, and you can wall off with the barracks and the supply depot, so part of that plays into it as well. But there's a lot of different styles that can be good on this map as well. So for Protoss, I know it's a PvP, so we're going to see a mix of all the styles anyway. But say if this was a PvT like I thought it was going to be, you can see Arbiters, you can see Carriers, DTs are good, ReVs are very good on this map as well. And TVT is a treat to play on this map too. So
that's a good point. I think the favorite thing for me to watch is TVP. I've only seen, I think that is the only matchup I've seen on this map before, so maybe that's why. I don't know. I guess I'd have to ask other Zerg players whether or not this is totally fun for them. But I don't actually see this in too many tournaments, and it's been maybe good 8 years since it's been played professionally. So, you know, it's not a map that I get to see a whole lot. So I'll let you kind of fanboy for it. This one Zealot's actually getting in there and getting quite a bit of damage done, and his little Zealot buddy's coming up there too. But excellent probe drills, actually saving most of these probes. For the most part. Now,
Herby actually sent his Zealot in as well to try and do some damage while Non was busy attacking his probes, but he didn't get any damage done. That Zealot with 0 kills, a nice probe block as well. He does lose that one probe, but that cleanup is really, really good. And you can see, even though Non is off-racing, he's doing a very good job here with his micro.
Yeah, no, usually when a Zealot gets trapped behind the mineral lines, it's kind of hard to like dislodge it without losing a bunch. But that the probe trapping it from the back was actually really, really clutch. So That was really good control, and saves himself a worker. So I think he should be up a worker, or two, because it looks like his macro is maybe a little bit better as well. Considering that they went for like kind of the similar. No, they actually did not. Wait, did they? Yeah, they did go
Yeah.
for a similar build until the
Second
tech
gateway, pretty
deviation.
much.
Yeah, yeah. So it's second gateway coming up for Non and all the, or for Herby, and then Rev is getting his probably Dark Templars out.
Yep, there's the Templar Archives. I mean, DT's very strong on pretty much any map, especially in PvP. And he's getting a Forge as well, so he knows how to play DT styles. He's not going to go DT and neglect to get any detection himself. I've seen PvPs end like that. Not in the STPL, but I have seen it happen, and it's very, very sad when you see it. Like, let's hope that Herby can actually get some detection out in time. He is adding a third gateway on, though. Is he going to add a Robo or a Forge? This could be very bad.
Non was dancing his probe there for a second in the middle of the map. I'm not sure if that's intentional or just the wackiest pathing I've ever seen, but he's getting ready. Because either he's going to go in for a scout and see no Nexus. I think that'll be the biggest piece of information. But oh wow, he didn't get in range of the Nexus, so he won't actually know. I mean, I guess he can tell because of the positioning of the units at the front door, but
yeah, I mean,
you know, he won't get into the base to see if there's a Robo on the way.
the problem is you won't actually see if there's a Nexus at the back base either, so that's a big thing. Because even though there's no gas at the other base, like sometimes you can get away with it and just get the extra minerals quicker to get some more gateways, get some more zealots early on. And I mean, the one benefit that Herby does have is he's 3 gates against 1 at the moment, but this 1 DT could absolutely ruin his day. And to completely nullify this push, Non is adding on a lot of cannons back at home as well, alongside his Nexus.
Yeah, and this is just perfect play. You could use the DT to kill this army, but then by the time you get it across the map, your opponent's already totally ready. But if this DT gets into the mineral line and the Robo is only halfway done,
yeah,
this is just kind of game over right now.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing you can do. Now, the Dragoon and the DT actually dancing for a while, but it's not gonna, like, his Robo isn't gonna finish in time.
Yeah, this is GG. I mean, he can even straight up kill the Robo because there's no way it'll be able to live long enough. Yeah, and Herby just gets out of the game.
Yeah, Herby knows there's nothing that can be done there. A little bit unfortunate for him, but that is one of the coin flippy builds you can go for in PvP. I know a lot of people don't like calling it coin flippy, but it really is. Like, if you go no detection against DTs,
look, like here's the thought pattern, right? If you do go 3-gate and your opponent is going some sort of like Robo build, then you're just gonna have in like way more Dragoons than they will, and then you'll go in there and get a really big advantage because of that. But the only like kind of modern opener that 3-gate like just loses super ultra hard to is DTs, because you have a ton of stuff that doesn't matter because Dark Templars kill it all. So it's like, if you do that, you're really just hoping against hope that your opponent doesn't do this one build, and that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
When he does.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened there, and unfortunately for Herby, he is going to lose his debut match in the STPL, but I'm sure he'll be back again in the following weeks to come. Now, let's throw it on over to the intro while you join the next replay, and then we get started with the next game. So see you guys in just over a minute. What I want you